post left. Valoria flips it up and in!
Corner Lamar, but Lamar gets the step and the finish.
Hail Mary. June Manzo will fire.
Oh my goodness! June Manzo all the way from Serrano, Bebuelo, Serrano with the basket. Fuentes, no hesitation, gets it to go! No! Obisto, yeah! Jason Obisto with a putback!
This is the 7th season of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, and we are back in Metro Manila, and we are live from the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan para sa ating Thursday doubleheader. It's a doubleheader on a Thursday, so quite rare dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino na may doubleheader lang tayo, because usually we have triple headers here, and Kit Arriar and the rest of the Imus Brotherhood will be looking to continue their fine form early this season para naman sa Bataan Risers and Mitchell Mines. They want to turn their fortunes around after opening the season with 5 losses in their first 6 games. Magandang gabi mga kaliga, si Daf Tupas. Kasama si Aports, the social media star, Javi Palania. Javi, kamusta ka naman? 2 more games on tap. Napakaganda.
Good afternoon, Sadel. Happy to be working with you again after a long time. Yes, these 2 games that we have here dito sa Phil Oil Eco Oil Center, mga importanteng games para sa mga teams na nakalahok sa ating doubleheader for tonight.
Oo, no, mapapanood yung MPBL on the Facebook page of the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League and on YouTube. And syempre, we are also live on Solar Sports every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Syempre, kasama din natin, no? Ka-Aports mo to eh.
Syempre naman.
One of your biggest fans on social media, Mika Abisami. So welcome to the coverage, Mika.
Alam mo, umpisa pa lang tumang-tuwa na ako sa inyong dalawa. But you know what? I'm so happy to be inside the Phil Oil Eco Oil tonight. We have been traveling all over the country, no? Sa iba't ibang probinsya the past weeks. Kaya ang saya lang na nandito tayo sa city ngayong gabi. But I'm also very excited for this first game para dito sa Imus. Sabi ni Coach Brit Roma, he's very satisfied with the performances of his boys. Sabi niya, Mika, natutuwa ako sa players ko kasi may pride sila. Kung hindi man kami very talented team, ano, gusto namin matapos itong season na to na kahit papano lumabas kami as one of the best teams. Para naman dito sa Bataan Risers, sabi ni Coach Ogie Gomatay, sabi niya, I said something very simple to my boys tonight. Sabi niya, despite the fact that we look better on paper, remember, 4-2 sila, 1-5 tayo. We have to win. Si Delphin Javi.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Kidding aside, it's an important game, particularly for Bataan and Imus. On the other hand, importante din naman sa kanila nito. Siyempre, may momentum sila heading into this matchup, Javi.
Yeah, that's correct. Itong Imus, they're riding on a 3-game winning streak right now, while Bataan is on a 3-game losing streak on their own. And in the last game nitong Imus Brotherhood, they were able to get a victory over the Sarangani Gripper. And this was a game that they led from start to finish. They really dominated. Itong Imus Brotherhood, they're in a nice place to finish atop the team standings right now. They're number 4 right now in the Southern Division. You see that numbers from that game. More attempts para sa kanila. They had 87 compared to the 79 of Sarangani, even though they shot slowly better than the Sarangani Gripper in that game, and they beat the Gripper at their own game sa kanilang 3-point shots. They shot 9 out of 26 from the outside. That maybe made the difference against that team.
Oo, no, napakaganda nga ang performance itong Imus Brotherhood. Bataan naman in their last game, they ran into a brick wall called the San Juan Knights, and that happened in San Jose, Batangas, and nahirapan dito ang Bataan. Just could not get themselves going against the Knights, and mabigat nga, no, rebounding, they were down, points in the paint dominated by the Knights, second chance points also dominated by the Knights, and you know, the Risers, indeed, sasabi natin, may laman itong lineup nila, but they can't just seem to translate it into victory so far.
Totoo yan, si Delp. And itong Bataan, this was a team that we expected to perform well at the start of the season, while itong Imus, they flew under the radar. And ngayon they're in contrasting starts at the start of the season. So the Risers, they are ready to rise above that losing streak here this afternoon.
Oh, let's go to Miguel Pere for the starting lineup.
Bataan. Live on Solar Sports, this is the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7. Let's carry on the starting fives, beginning with Imus Grumpy Joe Brotherhood. Starting at guard, number 11, Ker Bangeles. Center number 25, Rick Kaunan. Forward number 24, Mark Doligon. Also at forward, number 17, Kit Ariar. And the other guard, number 12, JJ Caspe. The head coach is Brit Reroma. Assistant coaches, Jade Padrigao and Mike Orquillas. Team consultant, RJ Rizada. Assistant team manager, TJ Marquez. Team owner, Ruby Navarro. Now, the starting five. 41, Bataan Risers, Kamaya Coast. Starting at forward, number 2, Carl Bringas. Also at forward, number 45, Mitchell Maynes. Starting at center, number 27, Chris Javier. Guard number 1, Robbie Tarang. Also at guard number 22, Yves Sazon. The head coach for One Bataan Risers, Kamaya Coast, is Goody Ilagan. Assistant coaches, Augie Gumatay, Arvin Ginto, Paul De La Cruz, Rene Paina, Prince Cruz, Dewey Cortina, Marvin Molines, Erwin Lozada, Frederick Francisco, Jonas Jao, Kim Jr.
Our starting five is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. JJ Caspe, Kerr Bangeles, Rick Kaunan, Mark Doligon, and Kent Ariar will start for Imus. Bataan naman will begin with Robbie Darang, Yves Sazon, Chris Javier, Mitchell Maynes, and Carl Bringas.
Oh, JJ Caspe stepping back into the starting lineup para dito sa Imus Brotherhood sa laro na to, while Bataan going with their usual starters for this game.
Robbie Darang still manning the point. Bangeles, JJ Caspe. Ang taas ng pick-up kay JJ Caspe. Caspe drives right at Darang.
Taking advantage of him getting back into the starting unit para kay Coach Brit Roma. And you know, ito si JJ Caspe, he really has been on a rise to start the season, proving to us that he is one of the up-and-coming stars dito sa ating liga.
Sazon launches the three. He's 3 points away from 2,000.
And I'm sure that's on his mind. Kaya yung unang attempt niya sa laro na to, 3 points agad.
Mitchell Maynes on the move. He has Bringas on his right. Bringas will finish.
Nice unselfish play on the break para kay Mitchell Maynes. Usually you'd see him just take it strong to the rack, but that time decided to involve a teammate in Carl Bringas.
This rebound ni Maynes looking to push. Dribbled it off his foot. That's last touch on Mitchell Maynes. Our assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Jojo Belnas, Jay Castroverde, Mark Rancudo, and JP Abobo ang ating officiating crew for this ball game.
Already chalking up an assist to si Mitchell Maynes to start this game. He only had 2 in their last game against San Juan.
Kaunan, jumper, won't go, rebound ni Sazon. Darang is on the move. And Robbie Darang, nobody can catch him. Sa takbo ni Robbie Darang.
I think the running game is something that Bataan doesn't capitalize on as much. They have the pieces to do it, but most of the time, they're settling for that half-court set, waiting for the defense to set shop. At nawawala yung advantage sa speed ng mga guardian tulad ni Robbie Darang.
First, they got to control the boards to trigger this fast break, and Sazon doing just that. Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X-Pop, personal karaoke, speaker every day, karaoke. Maynes grabs the rebound. Darang pushing. Darang stops and waits. Javier with a pick. Chris, the swing to Maynes, wide open. Puts the ball on the deck, atake sa gitna. Maynes, inamitan ng konting pektos, hindi pumasok ang kanya.
Nasobrahan ng konti.
Doligon gets into the lane. Doligon, what a drive.
There's just really added pep to his step this year. Ito si Mark Doligon. We've seen him before with the Bacoor City Strikers. He was a serviceable role player. But this year, he seems to be a part of the players that serve as the heart and soul of these Imus Brotherhood squad.
What about that pass from Chris Javier? Well-executed play. Javier to Carl Bringas for his second basket. Ariar for 2. We're off to a frenetic start here. 6-all in the first 3 minutes of the ball game.
And nasabi na nga natin at the top of our coverage that this is an important game para sa parehong koponan, para sa Imus Brotherhood. It's a chance to catch up to the teams atop the Southern Division.
Our play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Para naman siyempre sa Bataan, it's a chance and an opportunity for them to start racking up some wins. They've only had 1 win so far to start the season.
It is ang short stab ni Kit Ariar. Darang. Bringas drives baseline. Bringas with a reverse. 6 quick points for Carl Bringas.
From virtually a nobody last year, this kid has really worked hard to be where he is right now at this Bataan rotation.
Doligon. Muntis ang kanyang 3. Rebound, Kit Ariar. JJ Caspe. May tangan ng bola. Binigay kay Doligon sa gitna. Atake si Doligon. No foul. At Bataan trying to go on the fast break here. Pass was deflected. Minus is wide open. He'll fire. Good on the 3.
He's so happy just hitting that 3-point shot. Imus has to be wary even though he doesn't really hit it at a decent clip from the outside. He can shoot that occasionally.
Caspe, bigay kay Kaunan. Doligon against Minus. Trying to drop it off to Ariar. Medyo masikip.
Ito si Mark Doligon, parang naging LeBron James dito sa Imus Brotherhood.
Kaya nga do it all eh. This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Can't leave Mitchell Minus that wide open. Oh! Sabi mo nga.
Right on you.
Lumilibron. Mark Doligon.
He's just really so much more in shape this year. Parang yung explosiveness niya dumagdag. And yung pagkaganado niya sa every game, nakikita mo talaga eh.
Parang rejuvenated yan eh.
Mismo.
Mga JR Alabanza na rejuvenated
Tupak.
din. Caspe pinilit. Ariar on to Kaunan. Trying to drop it off to JJ Caspe for 3. No. Rebound Minus. Last touch on Bangiles.
I like the energy being showed by both squads here in the first quarter. Now approaching the halfway point of this period, both teams still on a frenetic pace.
What a pass and what a finish galing kay Doligon. Akala natin na hindi masyadong mataas yung talon. Meron na.
Meron eh. Saka yung mga atake niya rin, yung mga two-foot jumps niya, talagang medyo mahirap rin sa palpalin pa minsan eh.
Javier, yes! 3-pointer for Chris Javier. And Bataan hikes the lead to 6.
I got to talk to Coach F. Francisco before the season, and he said that Chris is really delighted to be part of this Bataan franchise. You know, coming from a team last year that didn't really win a lot of games, he comes to a Bataan franchise that is determined to win and to go deep into the playoffs.
Ganda na pasa ni Darang. Steady playmaking from Darang. And Chris Javier, you know what? He was here early.
You got some shots up?
Yeah, no. No, he was just stretching.
Okay. Did you get some shots up earlier?
No, I did not. Nagpapawis lang ako. We will continue that story later.
Okay, looking forward to it.
But then Sean, oh, Posi na yun. Dinemonstrate pa.
Sinatsa pa ni Jojo Belnas ha.
Daw muna, pumunta ng Imus, bumalik ng San Juan.
Nag-teleport.
But kidding aside, there's kailangan alisto yung mga referees natin dito sa mga calls na yan. Sumabat, good on that short stop.
especially with the way these guys are playing here in this first quarter. They're going up and down, moving very quickly.
Bobby Darang. Nice pass inside. Gabawan. Basket plus the foul.
You can see that both teams are really trying to give it their all defensively in the half court, but the offensive team finds a way to really execute things beautifully. That time of the two-man game, Robbie Darang making that nice bounce pass to Jamil Gabawan, but this was the fast break play by the Imus Brotherhood. The lob, Caspe finding Sumabat with that two-point shot in the basket.
Gabawan trying to complete a three-point play. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL. Gabawan. Too strong on that one. Sumabat with a rebound.
Free throws was a little bit of a problem also para sa Bataan in their last game against San Juan.
Nice little battle here with Gabawan and Ariar. Ang difference dito, for Kent Ariar in the last 2 games or 3 games that he has played, I don't think he has played against at the 4 spot a player as physical as Jamil Gabawan. Kaya marami itong rebounds lagi si Kit Ariar.
Correct, I agree. And he's also been getting a lot of points on the board. Last game, he had 20 against the Sarangani Gripper. So talaga masusubukan yung kondisyon niya laban dito kay Jamil Gabawan. But it seems that Kit Ariar so far in this game, he's up to the test.
16-10, Caspe at the line. He's worked hard here in the first period. Coach Brit Roma, multi-titled coach as well.
I like what Mika mentioned in her opening banter earlier at the top of our coverage. What Coach Brit said to his team about pride, that his players have really been showing it to start this season.
Yun yung I think a lot of their victories, dun nang gagaling because they've been engaged in some really tight games.
Yung unang laro pa lang nila against Mindoro, that was very tight. In fact, the Tamaraws were poised to win that game. They were leading all throughout, but that 4th quarter just really helped the Brotherhood escape with that victory.
Kapulong, Mintis. Fouled by Ariar.
This is a guy who usually starts at the 5 spot para sa Bataan Risers, but Coach Goody Ilagan and Coach Hogi Gumatay opting to get him off the bench for tonight's game. So let's see how the change will affect JL Kapulong's game in this match against the Imus Brotherhood.
JL Kapulong, couple of seasons with Arellano. Was part of that Pampanga team in season 4. Bataan extending the lead 17-11.
There have been a couple of games kung saan first game yung start rin nila, and he can be often seen working with Coach Gary David of Bataan on some moves near the basket.
Yusei Koga. Errol Soriano is in the game for Imus. Basibas. Libre sa corner. Belenchon. No. 0 for 2 for JP Belenchon. Yambing. I thought Kani had a pass to Yambing there. Kapulong. Bombera. Gabawan. I want to go down low to Kapulong. Able to draw the foul.
That's excellent recognition both by Gabawan and JL Kapulong to see that mukhang walang makakabantay kay Kapulong dun sa ilalim. Kapulong doing the work and sealing for position in the middle of the paint against initially Sumabat, and then Gabawan making that pass before that double team came to help out Sumabat. Pero foul nga ang nakuha ni JL Kapulong laban sa depensa ng Imus dun.
19-11. JL Kapulong. Much improved player after the stint in the NCAA.
It really has earned him a lot more confidence sa kanyang laro, especially dealing against more talented players here in the league, more tenured players.
Sumabat. Goes to Soriano. Fires a three. It's short. Koga. Dylan shot. Oh, beautiful move. Nawala si Dom Vera.
Just a nice hang dribble and then going into that cross jab of a move, a little head and shoulder fake that really threw off the defense.
Kapulong again. Vera fires a three. Too strong. Gabawan with the offensive rebound and he puts it back in.
Now this front line of Bataan has been outworking this current front line of the Imus Brotherhood on the glass here at this part of the first quarter. Kaya 9 ang lamang dito ng Bataan Risers.
Sumabat. Yes.
I just look forward to the day that this guy gains more muscle and has more mass in his body. You could already see the potential that he has. He has talent.
Has the touch and Yambing misses the three. He's been up and down. Ito si William Bing. Had a really good season with Quezon City. Actually, first part of the year.
Correct, yes. So,
Pero faded, you know, a little bit on the latter part of the season. Sumabat misses on the three. Kayani grabs the rebound. Vera. Now with Gabawan. Backdoor. Vera continues his run and finishes near the rim.
I think Jamil Gabawan is the best at executing that backdoor pass in this league. We've seen him number of times already throughout his stint here with Bataan, making those kinds of passes.
Basitas may have traveled. Sumabat. Soriano. Blocked by Kapulong.
Well, even if the Imus Brotherhood were able to beat the Risers there to the board, nice recovery by JL Kapulong. See here the backdoor play. Dom Vera receiving that exquisite pass coming from Jamil Gabawan.
Sa ilalim. He knew Sumabat was not going to track that run of Dom Vera.
Right on the money with the pass, leading him into the shot.
Warning on Bataan. 4-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Koga. Fouled by Yambing and both teams already over the limit. That will send Koga to the line.
Even if he felt that di niya masyado natamaan, there definitely was contact. But I don't think Yambing had any business to be there considering that he was on JP Belenson, who was his man at the left corner. He should have stayed home there because the pass by Koga could have been made to JP on that left side.
9.8 seconds remaining here in the first period. Koga. 1 for 2. And Coach Goody and Coach Ogi will use a timeout here. The Risers up by 8. We will be right back.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas, 50 tayo, 50 si Emmy. Hati mo si Manny.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. We're back at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan, home of the San Juan Knights, Coach Alex Angeles. I have not seen Coach Alex Angeles na hindi maganda yung hairstyle.
Oh nga eh. Actually,
Never.
since college, no?
He's never been caught na on a bad hair day, okay?
Always very good looking ito si Coach Alex Angeles.
Dom Vera, that's a good-looking three-pointer as well to close out the first period. Dom Vera. What a start para sa Bataan Risers. Looking like a team that wants to end a 3-game losing streak, minus to bring us who had 6 quick points to start the ball game. May konting bawi dito from Imus, courtesy of Mark Doligon and JJ Caspe. But they have not been doing their job defensively. Talking about Imus, the Risers capitalizing with 27 points in the first period. 16 lang for Imus. We'll be right back.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Kahati mo, si Manny!
This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League Season 7. We are live at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center where the Imus Brotherhood have a tough task ahead of them. Gensan on April 22, April 30, San Juan, and May 6, the Val City Magic. Gensan on a slump at the moment. Itong Val City, maganda yung nilalaro.
Tama ka dyan. They do have the pieces to become a very competitive squad.
Oo. Meanwhile, let's go to Mika Bisamas.
Based on past performances, dahan-dahan na nga daw nakukuha ng players ang identity nila. Sabi ni Coach Brit Roma, who as I mentioned earlier, said that they want to come out as one of the best teams as good build-up for the next seasons. He is extra happy with the performances of Caspe and Doligon showing consistency. Nakakatawa kasi nung nabanggit nyo kanina yung Lebron ng Imus, talagang yun ang tawag sa kanya sa dugout. Coach Brit would like to prepare the front line more besides Doligon pushing Ariar and Alateca to hustle more. So this could be a good test actually against guys like Kapulong and Gabawan. They need to tighten defense though. Tama nga yung sinabi mo kanina si Delph. He said based on the first quarter, the shooters of Bataan are working. Si Delph, Javi?
Maraming salamat, Mika. And in the second quarter, still some concerns here for Imus as Dom Vera and William Bing combining for a 5-0 start. So a lot of concerns for Imus as the Risers have unleashed a quick run here. Koga could not handle that basketball and it ends up with Vera for the one-hander.
Dom Vera has been very active here, bridging the first and the second quarters. Nice start again to the second period for the Bataan Risers.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Kahati mo, si Manny!
The Bataan Risers will play Muntinlupa Cagers on April 23. So mahaba-haba ang break ng Risers. April 28, Bulacan, and May 2, they have a big one against the Abra Solid North Weavers. So
that's a stretch that they have to brace for. Obviously, they have the Holy Week to prepare and rest and recuperate from some aches and pains. But that 3-game stretch that they have up ahead will certainly test them again. The strength of their schedule has really been so solid para dito sa Bataan to start the season. Nasusubukan talaga sila na maaga dito. And we understand that obviously there are new pieces in the lineup that have to gel with the current core that they have. But certainly for Bataan management and for the coaching staff, gusto naman nila mamuhunan ng panalo ng maaga. Kasi yung North Division kung saan sila kasapi, talagang masikip na masikip.
Oo. There's like 6 or 7 contenders in the north, and then there's another tier that outside looking in, and William Bing He's gotten into a nice groove here in the second quarter. That's 2 3-pointers for Will. It's a 17-point lead. Doligon fires. Nope. Kapulong grabs the rebound. Coach Ogie egging Kani to push. Yambing again. That's a 3. Yes, sir! Will Yambing.
The defense that we have been seeing from the Imus Brotherhood, especially in this 3-game winning streak that they're on, simply not on display here in this game, especially here in the second quarter where they've given up a lot of baskets and already a flurry of threes to begin this period.
His 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. William Bing. Bataan wants a breakout game from William Bing. This could be the game na babalik ang dating William Bing. And you know what, kanina, sorry Avi, kanina there were opportunities in that first quarter. Kanina hindi siya napasahan, he was there in the corner, Kapulong got fouled. And I thought that was important na hindi siya nag-react negatively to it, na hindi siya napasahan. Unlike me, when I don't get the pass.
Ang ganda ng pasok mo doon, ah.
But kita mo naman, it's paid off because he's been getting some really good passes here na yung setup sa kanya dito sa second quarter.
Yeah, I think for him, he just has to stay patient, and you know, he knows that he was acquired by this team for a reason at di naman sa babaliwalain basta-basta itong Bataan Risers, and they understand that it's a process for him to adjust to this team, new team that he has.
Doligon full head of steam. Oh my goodness. Coast to coast, Mark Doligon. Yambing fires. No. Got his own miss. Yambing. Labas muna kay Jeff Santos. Kapulong. There's Rafi Octubre. Vera fires a 3. Octubre with a stick back.
Just ball watching there. Caspe, Doligon allowing ito si Rafi Octubre to tip that ball back in.
Kaunan on the low block against Octubre. Out to Doligon. Right at Vera. Foul on Dom Vera.
Wow, I really haven't, I really don't remember seeing Mark Doligon play this kind of way before when he was with Bacoor.
You haven't. You haven't. Me too. Last break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
It's playing like the LeBron James that he is para dito sa Imus Brotherhood dahil medyo hawig niya rin eh.
Yeah, and he sinks the free throw as well. And ang ganda ng ano niya eh, you know, he's not rushing.
Yeah. Talagang makita mo kalkulado yung mga galaw niya eh. Hindi niya pinipilit masyado yung mga drives niya. I wonder what the secret to this new rejuvenation that he is experiencing right now.
Kailangan natin malaman yan. Same with guys like J.R. Alabanza.
Marami sila this season eh. No?
Marami. Marami-rami.
I think, syempre, wanting to prove to the younger guys that they still have what it takes.
40-24, Octubre against Belencion. Alex Ramos bothered by the defense. Octubre, no. Kaunan with the rebound. Much more aggressive here from the Brotherhood defensively.
I think kailangan na nga nila ibalik yung pride na sinasabi ni Coach Britt kanina dun sa report ni Mika that he was so proud of seeing from his boys. And that's a good way to start a run para sa kanila.
I tell you, JJ Caspe can get to wherever he wants on the floor.
I certainly agree. And it's just so nice to remember that a couple of years ago when Mindoro had a home game, I think that was the first time Mindoro hosted here in the MPBL. Nanonood pa lang siya noon. He wasn't even part of an MPBL team.
Kaunan with a left-handed layup. He draws the foul on Octubre. 2 free throws coming up.
I think Kaunan is also a good piece para din sa Brotherhood this season.
This is the Gigster great move of the game. Born for greatness.
Konting player lang ang makaka-execute ng ganyang classic move. May hand fake pa eh.
Oo. And you gotta play with JP Bilenson in a pickup game.
Oh, I'm sure that's gonna be such a fun experience. I'd love to have that opportunity.
Nagkaroon kami ng Sunday group for a while eh, yung mga Ilonggo eh. Ilonggo din to eh.
Atikalon din pala yan.
Oo, medyo hindi nga eh.
Talaga?
Oo, nagtaka ako eh. Pero ang daming galaw talaga, Javi. Doon pa, wala pang referee. So walang traveling.
Yan, sa malami talaga siya nagawa. Kung si James Yap a man with a million moves, baka si JP Bilenson a man with a billion moves.
Oo. Ano yan ha? Same high school yan ha? Pinanggalingan.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Caspe. Oh, blocked by Ramos. Alatica drives baseline. Whoa! CJ Alatica.
It's a strong, hard drive, leaning in and using his body to protect the basketball.
Sazon for 3. Caspe to Belenchon. It's a 3-on-1 break. Oy! Sumobra! Sobra!
And that's a judgment call. Some other referees will interpret that as a gather step. Kasi meron ng ganong understanding ngayon sa ating FIBA rules eh. But this was a hard, strong drive by Alatica, challenging the defense of Alex
That's
Ramos.
a buwis buhay drive.
Mismo. Which he has been known for in the games that he has played before.
43-28. The Risers ahead. Oh, what a move. Robbie Darang. Alam mo yung matindi kay Robbie Darang. Pagka-shoot niya doon, ang layo ng...
Kaya nga eh. He doesn't need a lot of time to gather a lot of speed. Parang isang tabak niya palang sa gas. 120 na eh.
Bilis ng palitan dito. It's a high-scoring first half. Sazon, Ramos finds Darang. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rafi. Here's Octubre looking for a way through. Rafi, Octubre banks it in.
That's just poor defense by the Imus brotherhood there. I think they let Rafi Octubre off the hook easily on that move. But here, Mark Doligon continuing to be relentless going to the basket.
Mas mahirap daw pag nakaset ang opensa, kaya depensa ng Bataan, kaya tinira agad. Darang, three-pointer, no. Alatica with a rebound. Here's Caspe. JJ Caspe is fouled by Santos.
I thought there was little space to operate there, but his ability to hang in the air after that sidestep gather enabled him to draw that contact against his defender.
JJ Caspe at the line, gets the first free throw. 16 points against Sarangani, 10 rebounds and 6 assists.
Well, he didn't have to do much in the second half. Yeah, most of his production was in those first 2 quarters.
The Risers with a 13-point lead. And we have a timeout. 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Para sa atletang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan. At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
Robbie Darang had 12 points and 7 assists against the San Juan Knights. 9 in the second half. Tried to help Bataan mount the comeback, pero hindi talaga kaya.
San Juan was just too much for them to handle. It's really hard to get back from a lead when you're going up against the Knights. a very experienced team and good defensive squad that plays with a lot of pride. And when you go down like that early against them, sisiguraduhin nila na hindi ka na makakabalik.
Pressure from the Imus Brotherhood. 47-34. Ives Sazon. Carl Bringas has returned to the game together with Chris Xavier. Sazon. Gets it to Darang. Robbie. Travel. Yeah.
Quite a late call there by referee James Verde.
Hubert Cani returns for Robbie Darang.
I think the dilemma also para dito sa coaching staff ng Bataan is also how they will divide the playing time of Robbie Darang and Hubert Cani. But wow, how can you stop JJ Caspe when he's going on full head of steam like that?
Galing talaga, Abby. Our play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Just finding the angles there.
Ang galing niya talaga sa mga ganyan eh.
Lagi pang pasabit yung tira niya.
That's just a testament also to his upper body strength.
He's a baller.
He is.
See JJ Caspe.
I'm looking forward to what we can see more from him in the coming years.
12 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists for JJ here in the first half. Hubert Cani. Sazon. Still no go on the 2,000 points.
This Sazon to start is 0 out of 4 in this game. And all of his attempts have come from the outside, really trying to break that 2,000 point barrier.
Doligon. Almost a steal. Doligon gets fouled. He'll go back to the line.
Nawala na nga sa kanya yung bola. Nakuha niya ulit. And then he wasn't even sure what he was gonna do when he went up. He was supposed to make that pass, but then decided that, let's get tira ko na lang. Na-foul pa siya.
His free throw is brought to by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompleto appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Ano eh, bully ball eh.
Mismo.
Mark Doligon eh. 20 points, 8 of 19 shooting para kay Doligon. 4 rebounds and 4 assists as well.
Aside from the drives to the basket, we've also seen a better shooting clip from the outside this year coming from him. Talagang LeBron James written all over him. Nice catch.
Tutira ko na sana eh. Kasi kanina hindi ako napasahan eh. Napatawa tuloy si Emer Oreta.
Akala ko kanina nung unang narinig ko, sabi ko, seryoso ba? Joke lang ba kayo?
Masyado malayo dito. Hindi ko na-range to. The cross-court pass to Sazon. Puts the ball on the deck. That's a tough shot. It's a travel on Imes.
Nakita ko kasi kanina, kagabi puno na yung listahan. Sabi ko, sige, hindi na lang ako maglalaro. Total, may buhat naman ako kanina. Yun pala, sana naabutan kayo. That would have been gold.
It's not, you did not miss a lot. Maybe my rant after was something that you missed.
Yeah, that was something I would have wanted to experience.
Doligon. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, he wants to clear out.
Sumabat is open. That's a 3. Too strong. Rebound. Cani. Nagmamadali ang Bataan. Sazon. Down low they go. Javier.
Oh, that's a big call. I thought that was good recovery coming from Sumabat because Javier was really wide open underneath. The pass was a little late.
Nonetheless, it's a good foul. Wala pa sila sa penalty. No? Only the first team foul.
Definitely much better defense than what they showed us to start this quarter, where they allowed Bataan a number of three-point shots and some drives to the basket.
Javier steps into this 3. No. Cani stepped on the line. Nag-aantay ng tawag eh, si Hubert.
Yeah, he was expecting a foul.
Chance for Imus to inch closer. Here's Doligon. Down low to Alatica. CJ, strong move, no finish. Sazon with the rebound. Kani. Hubert fires a three. Matindi ang agawan sa rebound doon.
Everybody's jumping for it.
Ong to Alatica.
Oh! Oh! Sayang naman.
Everything but the basket there. Nice action though. Nice back and forth.
Yeah, I love how these players are really refusing to give an inch.
47 to 38. Kani. Bigay kay Ives. Sazon for three. Yes! Finally, para kay Ives Sazon, that's 2,000 points. For Ives Sazon,
Second all-time leading scorer in MPBL history.
2,000 points. Congratulations to Ives Sazon for this milestone.
Dalawa lang sila ni John Wilson dyan sa listahan na yan.
Second player to reach the milestone after John Wilson. We'll be right back. Get a special deal from OneXBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer.
Ano kaya yung special offer na yun? Masubukan niya.
Subukan mo. Hindi ka magsisisi. Ives Sazon, 16 points against San Juan, 8 in the fourth. Ives Sazon, I actually covered his first ever game in the MPBL back in 2018. So, matagal-tagal na. He was still a player of the Nabotas Clutch.
Wow. That franchise produced some good players. Marvin Taiwan was also part of that team. He was the face of that team.
Oo. May, that time, may Sunday Salvacion pa sila.
Oy, talaga?
Oo. Kani to Sazon, dribbled it off his foot. Bringas, atake, no. And they will run out of time, the Imus Brotherhood. High-scoring first half comes to an end with Bataan Risers Kamaya Coast holding a 12-point advantage against the Imus Grumpy Joe's Brotherhood. Magbabalik kami.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo, 50 si MB. Kahati mo, si Manny.
Lagi mong sinisiguradong patas. Lagi mong inuuna kung anong dapat. Hindi mo kayang malunok ang katotohanang marami pa rin tayong kababayang gutom at walang tahanan. Kaya hindi ka tumigil sa paglaban. Harapin ang kahirapan. Tulungan ang nangangailangan. Basagin ang korupsyon na kanilang nakasanayan. Sa loob at labas, man ng Pinas, bakas na bakas ang iyong tapang puksain ang mga problema ng bansa. Gamit ang lakas, gamit ang isip, gamit ang puso. Kung para sa mamamayang Pilipino, si MP, wala yang sinisino. Manny Pacquiao.
Phil Oil Eco Oil in San Juan for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis, and right now I am joined by the Assistant Manager of the Imus Brotherhood, Sir TJ Marquez. Sir, medyo natetest ng character nyo, no? Dito sa larong ito compared to the other games na ang ganda talaga ng simula nyo. Sa tingin mo, ano ba yung mga nakikita nating dapat pang ayusin sa second half?
Ang nakikita ko right now is yung confident, medyo na-lose yung confident nila nung first half. And again nga, pati yung foul trouble medyo na-affectan, Areal 2, Basibas 2. So yung rotation namin medyo affected. But then again, meron pa naman second half. We can still cup up the game naman kasi nagpa-practice naman. So yun lang ang kailangan i-adjust actually. Yung passing, more on defense sa defensive side sa baba.
Ang ganda ng positivity galing sa inyo, sir. Meron po ba kayong mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Yes, of course, kay Grumpy Joe, Sir Benedict, thank you for supporting us. Kay Ma'am Ruby, yung owner po. And sa mga taga-Imus, thank you for supporting. Continue lang po.
Maraming salamat once again, Sir TJ Marquez, the Assistant Manager of the Imus Brotherhood. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, para sa 100% pagbabago, para sa 100% paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas.
50 tayo, 50 si Emmy. Hati mo, si Manny.
Bataan Risers with a 12-point lead against the Imus Brotherhood at the break. Dito sa Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in the first half. So two teams playing at a frenetic pace, Javi, and lamang ang Bataan with all that performance in the first half, and everything going their way so far. But Imus getting a bit of momentum late in that second quarter.
Itong Bataan, they were able to get the lead by as much as 20 points because of their running game and their three-point shooting. They had 8 three-point shots in that first half and were able to run out and get 12 fast break points in the first two quarters. The Imus Brotherhood defense was just not on point at the start of that first half, but were able to get some momentum bridging that first half and in that halftime.
Kapulong scores inside the paint. Caspe has hit a three earlier, and there's a foul against Robbie Darang.
Yeah, that was a clear foul laban kay Robbie Darang. Definitely clipped that shooting arm. But I think, Coach Goody Ilagan will challenge this.
Oh, yeah, the yellow light is on. 52-41. Call was a foul on the three-point shooter.
Yeah, it was against Robbie Darang.
We'll be right back for the result of this challenge.
Upon review, the challenge was inconclusive. Therefore, the challenge has been nullified. Initial ruling on the floor stays.
So the call will stay because the replay is inconclusive, Javi.
Medyo mahirap rin naman talaga yung angle from where it was seen. Ooh, but actually, Bataan may have a case.
Oo nga.
Parang daplis lang from that view.
Nonetheless, Casper gets 2 free throws. 3 free throws, rather. He's missed the first.
Imus has got
LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL.
Imus has gone to the line 10 more times than the Bataan Risers tonight.
Oh!
Wow.
A double team, Sazon. Turnover.
Oh, Kaunin was already free.
But nakatalikod siya sa ring eh.
Kaya nga eh. Pipihit na lang siya. Paharap dun sa basket. That was already going to be an easy 2 points para sa kanya. Well, anyway, they get another opportunity here with Bangiles.
Kerr Bangiles at the line. First trip para kay Kerr. Knocks down the first.
Bangeles did not play in their last game, but tonight he started para sa Imus Brotherhood.
1 for 2. Kapulong collects the rebound onto Darang. Bangeles putting pressure on Robbie Darang. JL Kapulong. Yambing at 9 in the first half. Sazon puts the ball on the deck, blocked by Caspe. That's off JJ Caspe.
And that's what you love about JJ Caspe. He's not all about offense alone. He also plays well on the defensive end. Maraming ang beses, meron siyang stats sa blocks, sa steals. All-around performance coming from this guy on both sides of the floor.
Well, he forgot about Santos, but they come up with the block.
Again, that's the pride that Coach Britra Roma is very proud to see from his boys, especially on the defensive end. Already got beat, pero nahabol pa nila.
That won't count para kay William Bing. 1 second on the shot clock.
Good intuition there by Mark Doligon. Alam niyang 1 second na lang sa shot clock, and he had no other recourse but to really go up for that shot and try to challenge it. And he got Yambing to go for that fake that made Bataan get called for that shot clock violation.
Caspe. Bangeles, quick spin, curve. Bangeles is fouled by Kapulong.
He took advantage of the mismatch. Robbie Darang was on him. He's slightly taller than the former Diliman College Blue Dragon. And Bangeles going inside, even had to adjust on his shot.
Kerr Bangeles, I believe, played for RTU under Coach Putit de Vera.
Yes.
Ganyan-ganyan yung naalala kong galaw niya eh. Nung na-cover ko siya nung, ano ba yun? Hindi ko na maalala yung liga na yun.
Hindi ba sila sa na-ASCU?
Parang kinumbine yung dalawang liga.
Okay.
And then, nandun sila. RTU, even the Ocampo College. John R. Clarito was there. Sila ni Daryl Karangian. A lot of those players are now in the MPBL. Most of them. Bangeles. He was the go-to guy there. Alex Ramos was also there. Doligo with the off-balance shot. Ganda ng court sabi ni Mark Doligo talaga.
Sobra. You know, those big hands really helping him make those kinds of shots.
Lead is down to 7 for Bataan. Minus. Crossover. Ariar was not used. You know, didn't get a lot of minutes in the first half. Bringas over the top.
But I think Jamil Gabaon was able to neutralize Kint Ariar. We talked about their matchup in that first half. How Ariar hasn't been able to really face a very active and physical player at the 4 spot the past few games. Pero nasubukan talaga siya ni Jamil Gabaon. And I think Coach Britra Roma decided to go another way and go with guys like CJ Alatica at that position and si Sumabat as well.
Ariar on the pick and pop. No. Caspe from the corner. Too strong. Kapulong with the rebound. He triggers the fast break. Maynez. Atake ni Mitchell Maynez and a strong finish.
That's all strength right there coming from Mitchell Maynez. You go up against a guy like Mark Doligon, you really have to do something different to be able to score.
Big rebound by Bringas. Quickly to Maynez. Hintay si Darang. Robbie. Against Caspe. Darang. The step back jumper. No. Doligo to Ariar. And he capitalized against Kapulong and he lays it in. Over JL Kapulong.
I think Kapulong was backing down a lot that enabled Ariar the space to really go up for that shot. Practically unbothered.
54 to 47. Kapulong inside the paint. A good strip by Ariar, recovered by Bringas, out to Darang. The swing to Santos, the 3 from Santos, it's good.
One of the rare times he's been able to touch the basketball here in this third quarter. But Bataan there giving up an easy answer for the Imus Brotherhood.
8-point game. You need to have fresh legs all the time against Imus. Because they like to run a lot. Even after baskets. Bringas lost it. Turnover.
Made or missed shot. Ang goal nitong Imus Brotherhood ay makascore habang hindi pa makaset up yung defense na kabilang koponan.
The fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme Air Conditioners. The Extreme Magpalamig. Free installation for split-time air conditioners. Darang makes way for Hubert Cani. Gabawan and Javier have returned as well for Bringas and Capulong. Almost halfway dito sa ating third quarter. Bataan with an 8-point lead against Imus. Doligon. Up against Javier. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Doligon. The tough fade. No. Rebound Gabawan. On to Cani. Here come the risers. Cani left open and he knocks down the three.
Hindi nagkaintindihan doon yung depensa ng Imus Brotherhood kung sino ba talaga ang tatao kay Hubert Cani, and Doligon was caught on that Chris Javier screen, leaving Cani wide open for that open three-point shot.
A miscue on JP Belenchon. That's unforced there.
Here you see Cani, nobody stopping the basketball, and he pops for a three.
Hubert Cani. First basket in the second half. Javier is fouled by Kaunan. 2 free throws coming up.
I'm not too sure about that foul though. I think it was Javier who initiated the contact. Kaunan looked like he was just standing there, but maybe there was some body contact with the waist, I think, pushing out. It was Chris Javier.
His free throws brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Javier offline on the free throw.
6.3 points per game so far this season para Chris Javier. Almost 5 rebounds per game, but I feel like he can do so much more.
Caspe returns for Mark Doligon. 12-point game. Ariar, Belenchon, Koga, Kaunan, and Caspe on the floor for Imus. Ariar, libre, jumper, short. Rebound minus.
Tulis masyado ng tira na yun.
Minus. Oh, yes. Mitchell minus. Another strong move in transition. Hard to stop. Ito si Mitchell minus.
The Brotherhood are getting beat at their own game here by the Bataan Risers. Earlier, Toscani who knocked down a 3-point shot. Ngayon naman, si Mitchell minus tuloy-tuloy hanggang sa basket.
Nobody really stopping the ball here. Our player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Oh, the thing is, there was one guy on top to try and shackle him, Risei Koga, but it was just an easy blow-by against him by Mitchell Minus. And nobody really rotated or even bothered to put some resistance, if any, against Mitchell Minus on that play.
Belenchon, isang tres. Cani drives left. The turnaround shot. Hubert Cani, no. Ariar with a rebound. Caspe. JJ spin. Foul on minus.
You already know when he's bodying up his defender on a move like that, more often than not, it's going to be whistled for a foul.
And JJ Caspe, as we mentioned, are the rising stars in the MPBL.
However, his free throws have become a problem tonight. There really are some games na marami siyang minimintis galing sa free throw line. No?
Yeah. But the numbers speak for itself. 16.7 rebounds, 17.7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Gabawan. Top of the key. Nagay kay Kani. Javier, good catch. And he gets fouled on the spin. Unang foul ni JJ Caspe.
This is such a potent duo to go up against on a two-man game. Hubert Cani and Chris Javier, both high IQ players and both very talented.
Not the first one to drop. A 14-point lead for Bataan. 1 for 2 for Javier.
This lead was already down to as low as 7 points earlier.
Kaya nga.
Now it's back up to 14.
Gabawan, mintis ang layup. Minus picks it up. Nahanap si Gabawan. The reverse is blocked. And Gabawan finally not giving up on the play.
The Risers were outnumbered on that play. You see here, 4 white shirts in the vicinity, but it was still Jamil Gabawan who was able to get to the basketball at nakabingit pa siya ng foul.
He completes the 3-point play. Jamil Gabawan. It's back to a 17-point advantage. Whistle going again. Santos.
Away from play. Trying to stop JP Belenson. Not a good foul because una, pang-apat niya na, and penalty na rin sila dito.
Si Dom Vera ang pinasok dito ni Coach Ogie.
Vera had a good first half para sa Bataan Risers. They had 7 points in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, Jeff Santos hasn't really made much of an impact yet sa laro na to.
Gabawan with the rebound. Minus. A strong drive from Mitchell Minus.
He really forced Reggie Boy Basibas into that foul. He went under the arm. Talagang dinipsido niya para masabit yung kamay.
Mintis ang una for Mitchell Minus.
Many times in this game, he has been the instigator in running the floor. He's been pushing the basketball, making good plays also with it in transition.
0 for 2. Basibas launches and knocks it down.
That's his money spot. Anywhere from 15 to 20 feet, Basibas can knock it down as long as it's wide open.
Vera from the corner, it's good.
Another booming triple coming from Dom Vera. Almost each time that Imus has made a comeback attempt in the first half, Dom Vera was able to hit a big shot para sa kanila.
Minus, atake ulit. No. Javier, Vera is open sa corner. He's been there.
Ayaw pa rin ibigay ni Chris. Tinignan na eh.
Shot clock down to kasi si Chris ang titira.
Yun pala yung gusto niya mangyari.
Big boy rebound, JJ Caspe. Belenson for 3. Yes!
That's a lovely look galing kay JJ Caspe. 8 assists already in this game. Belencion may 8 puntos na.
Vera to Javier. Minus. Travel on Mitchell minus.
As long as Imus can sustain their aggressiveness defensively, talagang makakabalik sila dito.
Our assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Because they have been so inconsistent with that effort defensively. Pag nagkakaroon sila, maganda yung depensa nila. But then they tend to relax a number of times dito sa laro na to. Kaya nakakalayo ulit itong Bataan.
Caspe in and out on the 3. Dante Pagyo nakuha ang rebound. 2-for-1 opportunity for Bataan here, but ano natin kung gagamitin nila yan. Kani is trapped. He is called for steps.
Drag his pivot foot there as he was pressured by that double team by the Imus Brotherhood. And now the Brotherhood with a chance to play for the final shot of this third quarter.
70-56. They go to Kent Ariar. Labas kay JP Belencion. Belencion, left-handed scoop.
Oh, what a nice finish there.
May ball fake pa yun, ha?
Mismo.
Kani for 3. Almost for Hubert Kani. But the Bataan Risers maintaining the 12-point lead at the end of 3 quarters. They got a halftime lead of 12, and they will end the third with 12. Highlights of the game are brought to you by Simplus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate their hydration. It was a quarter where Imus came within 7, pero Bataan inangat ulit ang kanilang kalamangan.
Their transition game, their outside shooting has really made the difference para sa kanila sa laro nito. Also, they're being active on the glass, generating more opportunities, have really helped them maintain this lead.
70-58, Bataan will be right back for the fourth.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, para sa 100% pagbabago, para sa 100% paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas.
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
They may be on a slump, but itong Bataan Risers, no shortage in support as we bring you the Gixxer fans of the game, born for greatness.
Always supporting each and every game, no matter where we are.
Oo. Ay, dito sa likod natin, meron din naroon.
Kompleto sila no?
Ives Sazon, mitis ang kanyang corner 3, rebound ni Ariar.
Mapapangasinan, Mapabatangas, Mapa Manila, San Juan. Nasaan man tayo, nandyan ang supporters ng Bataan Risers. Panalo na lang talaga ang kulang.
Quarter scoring here, 27-16 for Bataan in the first, 23-22 in the second, and 20 apiece in the third quarter.
Well, we all thought bibigay na yung kalamangan ng Bataan in that third quarter. Nasabi na nga natin, it went to as low as 7 points. But again, the execution as well in the half court, apart from the outside shooting and the fast break game, it has posed a lot of questions na wala pang nasasagot itong Imus Brotherhood.
9 points off the bench for Gabawan. The turnaround from Duligon. Blocked out of the air by Capulo. Vera. Couple of shooters on the floor here for Kani. That's Sazon and Vera. They go down low to Kapulong. Shoots over Doligon and rebound nakuha ni Basibas. 14 points ang Kalamangan. Ariar fires and hits.
Ariar only with his 6th point of the game, but he does have 8 rebounds and a couple of assists. But still quite a far cry from the 20 he had in that game against Sarangani. But again, he has been challenged by guys like Jamil Gabawan sa laro na to.
Caspe, no. Ariar put back. Foul and he'll get 2 free throws. Kit Ariar.
This is definitely still a very manageable deficit to come back from para dito sa Imus Brotherhood.
Our system game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
But if more plays like that defensively come along para sa Imus Brotherhood, those types of miscommunications, it's not going to be easy for them to get back sa laro na to.
Missed free throws as well. They've gone 14 of 27 from the line, Javi.
That's a lot of misses. A lot of them coming from JJ Caspe.
Kani. Sazon from the corner. No. Kapulong with the offensive rebound.
Ives Sazon hasn't really been shooting at the desirable clip this year. He's been on quite a slump to start.
Sazon inside the paint and he scores on the drive.
But the nice thing about Ives Sazon is he's not just an outside gunner. He has moves off the bounce. He can go strong to the basket. And that's why if that outside shot is definitely not yet working, he can turn to those strong moves going to the basket to generate points.
Basibas leading the game for Kaunan. .13 lead for the Risers. Bola ng Imus. Kaunan with a jumper. No. Caspe with a big boy rebound. He's fouled by Gabawan.
Wow. That's against the big man in Jamil Gabawan.
Well, let's go to Mika Bisamis.
Congratulations on the 2,000 points of Ives Sazon, one of the pioneers of the league na Vota Season 1, Marikina 3 seasons, then 2 seasons with Bataan. One of the guys that could say binago ng MPBL ang buhay ko. Isa daw siya doon sa mga players na off college, Season 1 agad ng MPBL. Kaya after PCU, may pinuntahan daw siya agad. Special thanks daw sa Tolentino family for taking him in. Pero sabi niya, tuluyan mo lang talagang kailangan galingan dito. Kasi itong mga nakaraang seasons, biglang ang gagaling ng mga players. Dati may separation pa sa ibang liga, yung galing ng players. Pero ngayon, parang dito na gusto maglaro lahat. He was teary-eyed when I said he might make the 2,000 today. So, Del Fabi.
Thank you so much, Mika. Beautiful report again on, the Ives Sazon through the years. He came in fresh grad. He was a boy pretty much.
Yeah,
he's a
now
man.
He's a man. And who would have thought that he would be the second all-time leading scorer? But this guy, Kit Ariar, trying to breathe some life into this Imus Brotherhood squad. Down by only 10 points now still, 64-74.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas, 50 ka.
50 tayo! 50 si Emmy! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Back at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan.
Always nice to have games here.
Dahil malapit.
Oo, tsaka very nostalgic rin naman to para sa akin. I used to play here.
Kabisado mo rin ang mga ring dito.
Oo. Dito ako nag-career high no high school.
Talaga?
6 points lang naman yun, Diyos ko, against QB.
Wow! Nasingit pa ni Javi Palanya yun, ha? Si Apports nyo po, dito nag-career high, ha?
Ganun kasi ka-talented yung mga teammates ko nun.
Speaking of talented, this young man, or man already, not so young anymore. Ives Sazon scores on the tough layup. Belenchon taken away by Vera.
I think now Imus has to veer away from a lot of those one-on-one plays and start playing more team basketball kasi naging predictable na sila dito. Itong depensa ng Bataan has gotten more and more disciplined.
They forced the issue inside the paint. Kapulong able to, scramble, picked up by Sazon, rises and misses.
I don't know why they have been missing passes to Dom Vera here in the second half as Belenchon knocks that tough jumper. Another step back J we've been used to seeing from him over the years.
That's a one-legged three, by the way, Javi.
Only JP Belenchon can do that here in the league.
13 in the game for JP. Inside, Gabawan, the swing to the corner. Vera!
See what I mean? I'm sure he might have left out a sigh of relief after that. Sa wakas, napasahan na ako kasi kanina pa talaga ako libre.
Ang ganda ng bigay ni Jamil Gabawan kay Dom Vera. Wide open. Nasa corner. And that's a big shot because that extends the lead to 12. 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. We'll be right back.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas, 50 ka.
50 tayo, 50 si MB. Kahati mo, si Manny.
Back at the Phil Oil Eco Oil in San Juan, Dom Vera expressed how it has been extremely frustrating for him to not be able to contribute much in the past games. Their practices this week were extra intense. Nobody was smiling anymore. A win is really non-negotiable. Dom did hundreds and hundreds of made shots the past days and even started an after-practice work with the rest of the guys, Kani, Yambing, Darang, who are all doing well today. This effort, hopefully an added tool daw for their chemistry. Sidelf Javi.
Maraming salamat, Mika. And it's paying off tonight para kay Dom Vera. Some big shots here. Yeah, even Yambing has hit some big-time baskets here. And Dom Vera gets it back. He'll fire again, and he's fouled by Belenchon.
And nice that there is now more recognition on the part of the guards of the Bataan Risers to locate Dom Vera. He has been their high point man tonight. 13 points, the only guy in double figures. But the thing with Bataan tonight is naging maganda yung spread ng kanilang opensa sa kanilang team. Everybody has been contributing in their own little way.
Imus has kind of veered away from what they were doing best here.
Correct. I agree.
This ang pangalawa. He gets his own miss as well. Big rebound para kay Dom Vera. Darang. Sazon, atake na, bitawan ng bola. Kaunan gets the steal. Taspe attacks. Too strong on the layup. Ariar is blocked. There's a foul on Jamil Gabawan.
Hindi pa rin pwede kumumpiyansa dito ang Bataan Risers. So there's still 4 minutes and 21 seconds left in this game. This is just a 13-point lead. Ariara is at the line now. And alam mo naman kung gaano ka-relentless tong 5 na to na nasa sahig para kay Coach Brit Roma.
Ariar, only 9 points and 9 rebounds tonight. And I say that only because lagi sanay tayo sa double-double galing kay Kit Ariar.
Correct, especially the past few games. He's been very impressive. You expect the rebounds pero yung puntos, that's a bonus, a big bonus if you're Coach Brit Roma.
80-68, they go to Sazon. Back to Kani. Kani to Vera. 3. Yes!
Mas nakikita mo talaga yung kumpiyansa sa tira niya He's shooting it more smoothly.
Gabawan picks up the rebound. Bigay niyo ulit kay Dom Vera. Maganda yung shooting niya, ha?
He's got the hot hand.
Kani. They go to Gabawan. The kick out, Sazon, the extra pass. Vera. Yes! Oh my! Dom Vera putting on a show here in the final quarter. He's got 20 in the ball game.
Wow. It's as if it's been written before the game that he was going to play this way tonight.
He's on a heater. Give the ball to him. Nasa corner si Dom Vera. Kani has the rock. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kani will fire. Caspe grabs the rebound quickly to Duligon.
Oh, that's a tough move.
Oh. You need 2 or 3 to stop Duligon there.
Just brute strength used there by the former Bacoor City striker. You know, but itong Imus Brotherhood, it's puzzling to me how they let, as even Ives Sazon scores there on another nice backdoor pass galing kay Jamil Gabawan. It's puzzling to me how they let Dom Vera get those open looks prior to those shots that he hit just recently. How he got those open looks even if he's been shooting so well already in this game.
88-72. They just can't trade baskets with Bataan. And it looks like those big-time shots galing kay Dom Vera will spell the difference here. Kapulong inside the paint. Oh, beautiful up and under.
That just might be it, Sadel. At nakikita mo yung laki ng ngiti ngayon ng mga players ng Bataan Risers.
I like, though, that this is the mood in the camp. Everyone happy for each other because they've been sticking together through all the losses here.
That's the test that was given to them early in this season. And I think it's nice that they got it early in the year. But because they have all year round to really try and make up for those early season hardships.
JJ Caspe staying relentless.
Well, if you talk about individual performances tonight, JJ Caspe certainly has written another great chapter in his career in this game with Bataan. His first career triple-double in the MPBL was also against the Risers. And now his second career triple-double is also against Bataan.
And JJ Caspe, 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists tonight. Make that 23 for JJ. He will not get the victory here, but nonetheless, ang ganda ng kanyang statistics. But JL Kapulong continues to work hard for Bataan. Minute and a half left.
Oh.
2 free throws coming up. May have twisted his ankle a bit there on the spin. That was a hard bump galing kay Ives Sazon.
Hindi rin naman basta-basta itong kabantayan niya. Imus, moving forward, they're really going to have to figure out how to be more consistent as a team and not just rely on guys like JJ Caspe and Mark Doligon, because eventually they're going to be so much more predictable that it's going to be easy for the opposing team's defenses to scout them and prevent them from scoring points, especially what they like doing, running out on the break.
Doligon misses the first free throw. You see JJ Caspe trying to shake off that bump. And hindi na natin nakikita, but JV De La Cruz, the guy in red dun sa likod ng bench, no? Nakasling yung kanyang kaliwang kamay.
Yeah, that's also one less scorer para sa kanila. He's been so explosive for them this year.
Suffered an injury sa kanyang kamay from the game in Batangas, I believe.
Yeah, and I think it's going to take a while for him to get back.
Ang balita ko, 3 months daw.
Matagal-tagal na panahon yun. A good thing it's not on his shooting hand.
92-75. Doligon. Crossover. The fadeaway. No good. Rebound Ariar. Latica. Inside the paint.
Yeah, that's
Travel.
one step too many.
Dami nating travel na tagan. JV De La Cruz on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. $17 points ang lamang with under a minute remaining. Risers on their way to snapping a 3-game slide, while the Brotherhood will lose for the first time in 4 games. Vera, the drop pass to Kapulong. JL, no. Rebound ni Basibas.
This now takes Imus out of the running, at least for now, to catch up to teams like Rizal, Quezon, and Zamboanga in the upper half of the South Division team standings. While the Bataan Risers now continue to rise in the North Division, notching their second victory after this one. They will go up to 2-5, just a half game behind Quezon City.
Gabawan gets a much-needed breather.
He was also solid tonight, Sidelf. I think he was the most important piece up to the point where Dom Vera started heating up. His intensity on both sides have really set the tone and have kept Bataan locked in this game.
And also did a great job in keeping Kit Ariar at bay.
Correct, yes.
Isa sa mga napaka-effective na player din sa kabilang koponan. Nagar Bringas finishing the game the way he started it, with a basket underneath. And looks like that will do it. The Bataan Risers will end a 3-game losing streak at the expense of the Imus Rapijo Brotherhood. The Kamaya Coast-backed Risers improved to 2-5. Enjoying wonderful support from the Kamaya Coast staff na laging bumabiyahe and magpapakita dito.
Mukhang fiesta to mamaya.
Oo, mukhang magandang panalo talaga kasi but you know what, Javi, I think it was evident right from the tip kung gaano nila kagusto ang panalo nito. Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And dun sa report ni Mika kanina, talagang saktong-sakto na si Dom Vera ang ating best player of the game. His after practice workouts, yun pala ang naging dahilan kung bakit naging sobrang sharp ang mga shooters ngayon ng Bataan. And of course, he was at the forefront of that attack. Nice way for him also to get out of a semi-slump that he's been in. Yung mga shooters ng Bataan hindi masyado tumatama eh.
Yeah, and Dom Vera, outstanding game, and that late explosion ensuring there was no comeback for the Imus Brotherhood. 94-77 natapos tayo dito. Bataan winning over Imus. Let's go to Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat. Kasama ko nga ngayon ang best player of this game. Walang iba kung hindi si Dom Vera. Dom, sabi nga ni Sedelf, para ka daw naka-heater. Ngayong gabi, you ended with 20 points, 10 points ka sa fourth quarter, at ang pinakagusto ko, 5-3. Talagang lahat ng pinag-extrahan mo ngayong linggo, tulad ng sinabi mo sa akin kanina, ito na yung resulta, Dom.
Talagang kasi galing kami sa 5 talo sunod. Sabi lang lagi ng mga coaches namin, gawin namin yung role namin, and then yun na, talagang nagbunga yung lagi motivate sa amin ng mga boss.
Sabi nga ni Coach Ogie Dom sa akin, na kailangan nyo na daw talaga manalo para mabuhayan kayong lahat. Nakita naman yun sa laro mo, kay Rinwil, kay Darang, pati kay Ives. Nararamdaman mo na ba unti-unti yung chemistry?
Yes. Oo, kasi ngayon, maganda na yung tinatakbo namin. Then, talaga tuloy-tuloy lang para sa susunod na game, madala namin yung energy namin na to.
Maraming salamat, Dom. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Ayun, unang-una, nagpapasalamat ako kay God. Binigay yung panalo sa amin. Binigyan kami ng lakas. And then, nagpapasalamat ako sa bumubuo ng Kamaya Coast, LGUs, Bataan, Bataan Risers, yung mga boss namin, Boss Goody, Boss Luis, Attorney Gary, at yung mga players, coaches, at yung Mrs. ko andyan, si Meg Alcantarat, yung baby ko, Jet, si Juk, at yung mga family ko sa Quezon, mama ko, papa ko, Escamillas family, Atilano family, Vera family. Yung mga tito, tita ko. Yun lang. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Dom Vera. This best play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Si Delphin Javi.
Thank you, Mika, and congratulations to Dom Vera and the rest of the Bataan Risers. They arrest a 3-game slide and pick up their second win of the season, 94-77 ang ating final score. Meanwhile, labanan ng mga dating kampiyon dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino, Season 1 champions ng Batangas taking on Season 2 champion San Juan dito lang sa Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. We'll be right back for the coverage of the matchup between Batangas and San Juan.